Hi everyone, welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, then my name is Lisa and I'm on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to get rid of what started out as just under £11,000 worth of debt. If you have been with me before, then thank you so much for coming back and joining me for another video. So guys, we have got to the end of January, which I'll be honest has not been too bad of a month for me. Normally January feels like forever until payday, but it's only been a 4-week month for me and it's really stood me in good stead for the beginning of the year, and I've not really struggled for once, which is great. I know a lot of people, it's felt like 454 days since they last got paid, but I've actually done pretty well out of it. So, you know, hopefully that will carry on into February, which of course is the first 5-week month of the year for me, which is unusual for February as well. So I will of course take you through my wallets in a little bit, take you through my spending, and we'll do the budget sheets. I have got some back to bank money, quite a bit actually, to put away, and then we will sort of look at the sinking funds as well for the end of the month. So this week is the last week in January, so the 22nd to the 28th. I started off the week with my Asda shop at 1964. So I went over budget, but I had some money on my Asda card, so I transferred some of that into voucher, but I had a bit of a mind blank because it was Sunday, and ended up putting more than I meant to. So obviously my actual shop was less than £20, so that was fine because it meant that I had some for the rest of the week. Tuesday and Wednesday were lovely no spend days. Thursday I filled the car up, so that was £20 of fuel. I also nipped into town, so it was £1 for parking. Then on Friday, I nipped to the little Asda down the road for my mum. She needed some gravy granules to go with our tea, and I picked up a couple of like snacky bits for myself. So that was £3.75. Then the Dentastix for the pooch came out of Amazon at £22.79. Obviously there was nothing left in my sinking fund, so that was sort of my technical unbudgeted. On Saturday I was supposed to be going out for a meal and some drinks with friends, but it got cancelled, so I went up to my other half's instead. So I picked up some food to go with what he'd got, because he'd obviously only got out enough food for himself, and some pudding and things for us, so that was £12.58. And I also bought a new countdown at Slimming World that day, so it was £29.75. I did have £5 in my sinking fund, so that went towards it. And then today has been a lovely no spend day, so yeah, that was all fabulous. So let's turn over, we'll get rid of the receipt now because we don't need that. And we'll go on to the budget sheets for week 4. So we started off the week with a rollover of £154.77, and we got more money than we were expecting. So I've started now, this is now my basic wage, this £2,011.08. So that's what I've started budgeting with, because I'd done a weekend in January, that was £2,073.58. So that stood us at £2,228.35 for that week. So as you can see, some of my direct debits haven't come out. These are all ones that usually come out on the 28th, which is what my normal payday. So obviously 28th is today, which is Sunday. So I am expecting all those now to come out tomorrow. Some of them did come out. That were, so the Kindle went out at £9.49. The Netflix, it has increased. I knew it was coming up, but I couldn't remember when it was. So that's now £7.99, which is reflected in my budget for February. And of course the Audible for the same price as well. I knew that was going to come out before payday. So that is actually a total of £25.47 in bills. So I don't know why I didn't take that off. Why did I not? 2,228.35 minus 25.47. So that's £2,202.88. My expenses, so I did end up spending over on my food, to be fair, but the way I see it is that if I'd have gone on that night out, I would have way overspent more than I have, so I'm fine with that. So £35.97 is actually what we spent on food for the week. My fuel was the £20 budgeted. Spends, I never actually used any of my spending money again this week, but what I did is I put it towards my food bill, those food bits. So technically I only spent the 15, but obviously the rest went on food. I just realised I normally show you these envelopes, don't I? So yeah, so there's nothing in food, nothing in travel, and nothing in spending, but there is some left in miscellaneous. Technically I only spent £1 worth of miscellaneous, but the rest of the money that I've spent obviously went towards food, and again there is still some change there to put into challenges, so that's great. So that is fine. Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? Yeah, so that's fine. Wow. So yeah, we'll sort that out. There we go. So we'll sort that out in a little bit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 320, 340, 360, 365, 366, 368. There we go. And then my back to bank envelope, I am going to actually count out because I realise I don't tend to count it. And I'm not sure whether that's right or wrong. So I'm going to start counting it and adding it to the budget now. So we actually have 20, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. So that's 57. And then we've got 10, 20, 25, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35. So there we go. So 57.35 to go back because from the back to bank money. So again, I'm just going to leave that to one side for now. There we go. Because obviously this is all going to go into challenges. But let's do it this way. So we've got 57.35. So that means that into savings this week we are doing 368 plus the £15. Sorry, I didn't mention that I put into sinking funds, and 57.35. So that's £76.03 we're going to put into challenge savings. So that's great. So I don't know if I know what I'm doing here. I've forgotten, haven't I, up here to mention the Amazon and the Slimming. I have already mentioned it on the other side. Obviously Slimming World, I took £5 out of the sinking fund, so that's why it's less than it was on my others. So £2,202.88 minus 119.44 is 2,083.44. So then minus this £76.03 leaves us with £2,007.41. And then we had £30.55 left in my bank the night before I got paid. So I have transferred that over to my credit card sort of fund on Monzo. My overdraft charges were actually £1.48, so that was a total of £32.03 for the week. So we'll take that off, and that means we are left with £1,975.38. So that is fab for going into the month of February. So we'll just put that on here. So £1,975.38. So yeah, my brain's a little bit imploded today. So I went to rehearsal earlier. Somebody came in after me and said, anybody got this car over the road, this red one that's got lights on? And I went, oh God, no. I ran over and my battery was dead. So I I rang my mum to bring my spare key in case we could use it that way, but we couldn't. So my uncle had to come with some jump leads, which didn't work. So we finally managed to jump start the car by essentially it was on a big hill. So my uncle basically ran it down the hill and managed to get it going again. I've double checked it after I've got it back home. It's working again. Fingers crossed it's working in the morning. It is due to go into the service on Thursday, but I'm just hoping it's going to last till then. So right, what we're going to do then is let's sort all this change out first. So we will have the pound coins and the shrapnel and obviously the I apologise anybody, what am I doing here? Anybody with headphones, because I know this bit can be particularly loud. So we'll just pop everything into separates so we know what is going on. There we go. So we've got £45 there, which is going to go into my Save the Year challenge. So what have we got left here? So we've got £15 left on this one. I do this all the time. I start doing things and then actually think it's not on camera. So we've got £15. So let's see if we can change. I actually condensed this money earlier, so let's see if we can change one of these 20s for something else. Let's have a look. So there's 10, 15, 20. We'll swap that over for that. Might regret that later and end up swapping it back, but you know. So there we go. So yeah, so we need 10 and a 5 for this Save the Year, so that's great. There we go. So that, cross that out, and we should have £50 now. 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So that's September in the back. So yeah, so I did condense this down and put some money into the bank because I don't like it to get too big. There we go. Yeah, where have we going? August, yeah, then there's September's, and then there's the cash. So October we are on, so we're not too bad now. Oh, God, I can't even get them out. Right, so what have we got left? We've got £30 left. So yeah, £30. So that's 10. That's 20. Yeah, that's 10. That's 20. That's 25. That's 30. So if I cross all these out, there we go. And then we've got another £20 left. 20. Yeah, for October. So that's doing, I'm really happy with this because I really want to get this finished now, mainly because I want to use the money to pay my holiday off, but also I just want to be able to move on to my other yearly challenge that I did. So all of the pound coins are going to go into my puzzle challenge as usual, again because I want to get this finished. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, and I always write it down just to be on the safe side. So we have got 3. That's the wrong 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's a 2. So we'll have this one. And no. This one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can do that one as a blue. There we go. and then this 2, which we'll also do as a blue. So yeah, so I will try. I have found a new editing app that Gillian Budgets is using. I'm going to attempt to see whether it'll let me do the fast forward, because I can't work it out on the app that I'm using at the minute. So hopefully you will not have to listen to me yabbering on while I'm doing this, because you'll get that lovely squeaky voice and you'll just get this colouring being done really, really quickly, so that you don't have to listen to it. So that's the blue done. Ooh, and the red. Again, I want to get this done as soon as possible, mainly because I want to use the money, obviously, towards my holiday, to pay those bits off. But also because I've been doing this challenge on and off now for nearly 2 years, and it's way longer than it should have taken me. So hopefully we can get it done quick smart. There we go. Because we are pretty much halfway now. Something, yeah. So that's that all done. Put that one back as well. Right, so while that's drying, these pound coins can go in here. There we go. You will be pleased to know that I did go to the post office. Oh, there we go. And I managed to get some pound coins out, and I managed to get some £5. So hopefully my cash stuffing will go off a little bit easier this week. So the last one, we'll get this binder back out, is going to be in my penny challenge. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98. So that is £4 and 2 pence. So that's fine. Again, we'll push all this to the side for now. And then we have got my little blue pen again. There we go. So we've got all rid of all the pounds. So we are now on the pennies. So we are going to minus 99. Minus 98, minus 97, minus 96, and that leaves us with 12, which we've got there. So we'll cross that one off, and we'll cross those off too. There we go. So that's that one. While that's drying, we will just pop these into here. Again, I really apologise if you've got headphones. There we go. So that's not doing too badly. I don't know why, I sort of feel like I'm doing better with this already so far this year. I don't know whether that's just me or not. So that is all of the savings challenges and the back to bank money and everything sorted. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to walk through the sinking funds. So in the last abundant budget planner, that seems to be a bit of a mouthful, we had like little charts for this. We've just got a sinking fund page here, and we've got the goals that I've set for each one, and all I'm going to do is write in my erasable pen what we've got currently in each one, and then what we'll do is each month we'll just sort of change it if they've changed. So we'll start off with the black binder as we usually do. I don't know whether this is in order. I'm hoping it is, but I can't actually remember what I did when I set it up. So emergency fund, that has got 40, 80 and a 400, so that's 480 in there. So we are nearly halfway, which is good. I'm going to try and do this on the side because I'm, as my mother says, I'm cack-handed. So that's fine. So credit card is not on here, but just to prove to you, I finally, you know, after a few months, we did put that £30.55 into the credit card. So we've now got £33.31, which is great. So I have got about the same in my Plum account as well, and once this gets up to £100, then I will put it on my second credit card, because I want to try and get rid of one of the credit cards in total. So holidays hasn't got anything in it currently. So the reason for that is that I've just paid some money off to my mum and my other half. So I owed my mum £150 because we've got an Airbnb booked that needs paying by the end of March. I again had a bit of a brain bleed, and I forgot that we are not at the end of February, and so I gave her the £150 because I was like, I need to give you it because we're going in at the end of March before payday, and I'm not going to be able to give you it. And she went, there's another payday before, there's the end of February. And I went, oh yeah, I'm an idiot. So that was that one. So that's why that's empty. The rest of the money, which is £110, I've paid towards to my other half towards what I owe him for that. So that's why that is currently at 0. So the boiler has got £15 in it. So that's fine. So, you know, it's fine. Well, we're getting there. Yeah, Christmas obviously has got nothing in it because we haven't started putting anything in that yet. Car insurance. So I renewed my car insurance. As you can see, there's nothing in here at the moment. So because I renewed my car insurance with a new provider, I had to pay, I think it was £70 odd, which towards it, which I have done. Unfortunately, it was from my credit card because I didn't have enough money in my actual accounts at the time, and it renews on the 4th. So I have actually paid that out. So I've taken that out and put that back in my budget so that I can could put some money across towards it. So that's why that's now completely empty. Spar Fund has got 2035. That's 300. So that's that one. It's not 300. It's 35, not 300. It's because I've looked on here and it says 300 because that's the goal. So that's 35. And that's the end of that one. So that's that one. So we have got car maintenance. So car maintenance has got £15 in it. That's all it's got at the moment. So we'll just have to wait and see what's happening with that one. Like I say, my service is due this week, so that will be gone. 15, I said, didn't I? Yeah. So that will be gone, but we'll just wait and see how much more it is. Hair and Beauty has currently got just the £5 in there, so that's fine. Date night is completely empty. As I've said before, we've just used it. Same with gifts. So that's got nothing in it. Healthcare has got just the £5. So that will be gone this week, coming week, because I do need to pick up my prescription. I don't know if I've got 1 or 2 prescriptions, so I might need to put some of my own money towards, but we'll just wait and see. House has got nothing in it at the moment because obviously we had to use it for my emergency window repair. That was it. I couldn't remember what it was then. Shows has still got £15 in it, so that's good. I don't think I've got anything planned at the minute, but that can always change. Fur Baby, as I said, is completely empty because we've used it all. Slimming World I've just taken out today, so that's now got nothing either. I just realised I've put -5 equals 5. It does not. It equals 0. And my self-care envelope has got £20 in it. So that's all good. So then that should be everything. So yeah, so I'm just going to put on here total, because this is what we always used to do before. So we've got 480, 15, 15, 20, 5, 5, 15, 35. So we've got a total of £590. Now, what did we have at the end of December? It's not going to be on those sheets, is it? It's going to be on these ones. So, no, that's September. I forgot we did this bit, because normally I have them out. So, December. So we have gone down because we normally had, last month we had £795. Oh, why have I written that? You absolute... Oh. So minus that from 795. So we've actually gone down by £205. Which is fine because I have used my holiday fund to pay off some of my holiday. I have used my car insurance money towards my car insurance. What else did I use? Anything else? My house money's gone down, things like that. So, you know, I've had a few different bits. So yes, it has gone down my sinking funds, but let's be honest, that's what sinking funds is there for, essentially. So yeah, so we are gonna leave that as it is. So I've got this savings tracker for my big ones. So my car insurance, I've got nothing in at the minute, so that's fine. My car maintenance has only got £15 in it, so I can't do that one up yet. My spa fund has got 35, so I can't add anything to that because every one of those is 30. And my self-care has got 20 in it, so I can add to that one. So what I've done is, if you can sort of tell, for each fund, each line is 10%. So for my car insurance, it's 500, so each line is £50. For my car maintenance, my goal is 400, so everyone is £40. Spa fund is 300, so everyone is 30. And for self-care is 100, so everyone is 10. So obviously, depending on my maths, is whether or not I can colour any of these in. So we'll colour that one in because we can do. The last thing I'll just do is I will take you through my new sort of sinking fund goals, because obviously there's deadlines on here, and I have changed a few of them around a little bit. So obviously my emergency fund, one of my goals for the year is to get it up to that £1,000. So that has got a deadline of December 2024, which is obviously this year. My car insurance now is due for renewal in February 2025. So that's when that deadline is for. And I've gone for £500. I think if I'd have paid it annually this year, my insurance would have been £580, I think. Sorry, I'm just going to let the dog out. So if I can get around about the 500 mark, I would be able to make the rest up, I think. So that's fine. My holidays is still £1,000, and that is for November 2024. So we usually book around about the Black Friday deals because I get NHS discount and the Black Friday deals sort of to top it up. And I've done £1,000. It's just over this year for our annual holiday. I think it was something like £1,060. But again, I can find that from somewhere, I'm sure. Christmas is obviously due in December of this year. I'm still setting that goal as £600 because I think that should be about right. My car maintenance, I'm setting up again for December 2024 because that's usually when my service becomes up for renewal. My MOT is due in March, so if I can get a £400, that should hopefully pay for both. My boiler I'm doing for September because that's when the service is due again. I'd like to get £2,000 or somewhere near it so that I can try and get a new boiler, but we'll just have to see. A new boiler was something that they put in last year's service as something that was going to come up soon, but not needed like now. So that's that. Gifts obviously is an ongoing one because that's just for things all year round, but I would like to get £500 in there if I can. My house again is ongoing, but I'd like £1,000 in there so I can just bulk buy some of the bits that I need. Just shut this door because it's cold. And he's decided to come back in again. Self-care is for September because that's when my party is going to be. My goal is £300. So that is I've already paid for the venue. The £300 is actually for the band. There will be more on top of that in regards to catering and things, but for the time being I'm just setting that 300 because that's what I need to pay the band. Hair and beauty is obviously ongoing because I have my hair done every couple of months, and I usually have my nails and eyebrows done for holiday, those sorts of things. So I've gone for £150. Date night again is more is also social, so that's an ongoing of £100, just because at least that gives me something to play with if we end up going out at that when I've not really had time to put it in the budget. Healthcare, £200, that's just to cover anything that my healthcare scheme doesn't. So sometimes my dental isn't completely covered, depending on what work I need doing. So it's nice to have a little bit. So that again is ongoing. I'd like £200 in there. Shows is ongoing because I go and see them all the time. I'm in them all the time. So again, £100 would be great because if I need to pay fees or buy costumes, that sort of thing. So we're going to do that. Fur baby, again, is an ongoing one of £100. The dog food, I think, comes about every 6 weeks and it's usually 50 some pounds. The sticks come around about the same time and I think that's near enough £30 depending on what discount I get. And I also get obviously his flea liquid and his worming tablets that I need to order when they're due. So £100 should be about right to kind of keep me going. Slimming World, again, £100 I've put as an ongoing. Really I need for it's about £60 is the countdowns. So if I've got 100, then that gives me a little bit in advance. And then the spa fund is something that we are planning to do once a year. So I've done it for December at £300. So we'll just see how we get on with that one. And that is my sinking funds. Then I think I have bored you all enough for one video. I'm really sorry. I didn't realise this was going to go on for half an hour, but it has done. That is my closeout for January of 2024. I will do my cash stuffing video next and get that up for you at the usual times. And then I think that's going to be it for the week because we are then sort of getting into the beginning of February. So we'll just see how that goes. The next week, let's just have a look, see what the social side's like. I'm hoping that it's a bit boring, but you never know. So let's have a look. Yeah, so we've got, so there's literally nothing in this week. So we went and dropped his sister's card off today, so that's all sorted. Rehearsals don't cost me anything. And then we're going over to my sister's for the quiz at their local theatre, which will just cost the entrance fee, and we might go out for a bit of food beforehand, but nothing too expensive. Hope you've had a lovely weekend, and I hope you have a lovely start to the week. Until next time, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.